The wind whipped across the empty highway as 16-year-old Emily adjusted her oversized leather jacket, feeling both out of place and oddly confident. She had always loved the thrill of motorcycles, the roar of engines and the freedom that came with speed. But today she was walking into a gathering of bikers, most of whom were at least twice her age. Their leather vests and tattoos screamed experience and authority, and as soon as they noticed her, a few chuckled under their breaths. Emily's heart pounded, but she refused to let their laughter shake her resolve. One of the older bikers, a man with graying hair and a heavily tattooed forearm, pointed at her jacket. "Nice jacket, little lady. Did you borrow that from your dad?" The others laughed loudly, some clapping each other on the back. Emily's cheeks burned, but she held her head high. She had anticipated this. The jacket wasn't just a piece of clothing. It carried a story, a message hidden under the fabric, one that only those who knew would truly understand. She took a deep breath and prepared for the moment of revelation. As she walked closer, Emily slowly turned to show the back of her jacket. The bikers leaned in, curious. At first glance, it looked like a standard black leather jacket with patches, but the largest patch, stitched, carefully in vibrant colors, caught everyone's attention. It was a symbol they immediately recognized, a tribute to a renowned biker who had passed away, a legend in their circles. Emily's hands trembled slightly as she smoothed the fabric, revealing the patch fully. The laughter stopped mid-air, replaced by surprised murmurs and nods of acknowledgement. One biker, who had been smirking seconds before, stepped forward, his eyes widening in recognition. "Wait, is that—" he started, his voice trailing off as he studied the patch. Emily nodded, her voice steady despite the adrenaline rushing through her veins. "Yes, it's him. I met him once, and he inspired me to ride. He believed age doesn't define skill or respect." The bikers exchanged glances, the earlier mockery replaced by a mix of respect and curiosity. Emily felt a rush of pride, knowing that her quiet courage had turned the tables in an instant. By the time Emily parked her bike next to the others, the mood had completely changed. The bikers, once laughing and dismissive, now greeted her with nods and handshakes. They asked her about her experiences, her rides, and even shared stories about the legend on her jacket. Emily realized that respect in this world wasn't given automatically. It was earned, sometimes silently, through knowledge, passion, and connection. That small patch, embroidered with care, had done more than silence mockery. It had opened a door to belonging in a world she had long admired from afar. Emily tightened the straps of her backpack as she walked toward the biker hangout. At 16, she was young, but her love for motorcycles was fierce. The older bikers noticed her, immediately their laughter cutting through the air. Her oversized leather jacket drew their attention, and some scoffed at her presence, clearly underestimating her. One of the bikers, a burly man with a long beard, sneered, "Nice jacket, kid. Did your dad lend it?" His friends laughed loudly, clapping each other on the back. Emily's cheeks flushed, but she remained calm. She knew the jacket wasn't ordinary. It carried a patch that would speak louder than words, one that could earn her respect instantly. Emily turned slowly, revealing the back of her jacket. The largest patch glimmered in the sunlight, vibrant and distinct. It was a symbol recognized among bikers, honoring a legendary rider who had recently passed. The laughter died instantly as the bikers realized what they were seeing. Emily's hands trembled slightly, but she held the jacket steady. The burly man stepped closer, eyes wide. "Is that him?" he asked, disbelief in his voice. Emily nodded. "Yes, I met him once and he taught me that respect comes from skill, not age." The bikers exchanged astonished glances. Mockery was replaced by curiosity and newfound respect. Emily felt her confidence grow with every silent nod. By the time she parked her bike next to the others, the atmosphere had shifted completely. The bikers who had laughed moments ago now greeted her warmly. They asked about her rides, shared stories of the legend, and even offered tips. That single patch had transformed her from a laughingstock to someone worthy of admiration. Emily realized courage and knowledge spoke louder than mockery.